Hello, hello, and welcome back to Remember the Flowers. We are still playing the interlude chapter 2. We are still with our good Benji boy. He cute. He's really cute. I'm just improvising in an attempt to defuse the situation I forced upon myself. It's a goddamn hospital. It makes sense for them to have those lying around, right? I exhale in relief as I find one in the cabinet.
All right, now hold still. I'll clean it up and wrap it up.
Benjamin doesn't say anything as I patch him up. I have enough experience with external injuries like this, perks of trying to survive as a mercenary. It doesn't take me very long to finish.
That should be good. Thank you.
He's still shaking.
Look, I'm really sorry about earlier.
It's been a while since I felt this guilty over something.
You look at me so fast. You came at me so fast that I didn't have time to register what was going on. I panicked. I lashed out. It's not an excuse, but I'm sorry.
Benjamin turns his head to look at me, still hanging it low.
It wouldn't have happened if I didn't surprise you like that. Again, it's not your fault. Do you know anything about me?
No, nothing.
Then I'll tell you a little. I've been a mercenary for the better part of a decade. In order to survive, I had to develop certain instincts. It's still not an excuse, but I thought you should know that I don't take surprises well. If you need to, you can report me, or whatever. Maybe they'll transfer me to another facility or something.
Oh no, don't worry. I mean,
you did kind of scare me. But hearing your explanation, I can see how a surprise bear hug kind of spooked you.
And Benjamin knocks on his head.
My wife always said I'd jump without thinking.
Oh, that's a good expression. That one's a cute expression.
I should have asked you before doing that. Hell, you were completely naked. Which, speaking of...
Now that the situation has calmed down, Benjamin covers his eyes with his paw.
Sorry, but could you put clothes on?
Oh. I'm completely naked. I must have lost my towels in the commotion.
Sure, just give me a second.
I grunt before heading to my belongings. What a great first impression. Isn't it? Once we clean up and make ourselves presentable, we make our way to the cafeteria. Benjamin swore again that he wouldn't try to report me. To make up for everything, I offer to treat Benjamin to a meal. I owe him this much at least. He comes up with a different excuse each time someone asks what happened to him. He's a terrible liar. Benjamin doesn't know the area any better than I do, which doesn't help. It takes a bit of looking around, but I eventually find a cafeteria that Artemis mentioned during our short tour. It's rather big, with lots of people in line. It makes me a little nervous seeing Resum soldiers in uniforms again. But I guess I'm on their side now. Funny how things work.
You sure you're not in any pain or anything?
Oh yes, I'm fine. Being tough is one of my few strengths.
I see.
As we get closer to the front of the line, I take a look at the menu, only to realize I don't recognize the currency being used.
Benjamin.
Seriously, Benji is fine.
Right, Benji. They don't take plums here. That's all I have.
Did you not get your welcome package yet?
Welcome package?
Yeah, they sent it to your Axiom, I think. Benji awkwardly tries to turn his Axiom on. I just got mine after orientation earlier today, so I'm not the best at using it. But, there it is. Benjamin tries to show me his screen. I don't mention that I can't see it clearly yet, though. We pay for meals with credits instead of plums. I already got a month's worth of pay to start with. After that, we gotta earn them.
I see.
I take out my Axiom and then shift through my messages. I sneer at the notification from Artemis I automatically got a month ago. I apparently got a month ago. I don't bother reading the whole thing, but looks like he sent me some stuff. I open the attachment, adding the contents to my Axiom.
What's wrong? You look angry. It's 'cause I am. Anyway, order whatever you want. Like I said, it's my treat.
Benji's stomach growls and he starts to drool.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
I wince before glancing at my credits. Maybe I just made another mistake. It's probably fine. It's probably fine.
So you were a farmer before being recruited.
Benji brings the bowl of soup up to his mouth and slurps the rest of the contents before answering me.
Yeah, that's right. After my wife died, I didn't really have much of a choice. She was the breadwinner, after all. I didn't have an education like her. Farming seemed like an okay solution at the time. I see. Sorry to hear about your wife. It's okay. I do miss her quite a bit. Here, have a picture.
Oh. Benji takes out a locket that had been hidden in his shirt, showing me a fuzzy photo of his family, which makes it hard to see details. I guess that makes sense. Not many people can afford a proper camera.
That was my wife, Sky. We're holding up Gianna and Lisa.
He points to them with enthusiasm.
They're beautiful. They're what keeps me going. My partner, Aiden, is taking care of them right now. They live in the middle of the country while I try to work in the big city. He's about as well off as I am. That is to say, not at all. I landed this job, so landing this job is really going to help out.
I sympathize with him, but I know he doesn't realize how much shit he's gotten into.
What about you? Do you have any family?
That catches me off guard. I think back to the crew for a moment before taking another bite of food.
No, it's been just me for as long as I can remember. Yeah, well, maybe we can take a trip to visit Aiden. He's a great cook, and wouldn't mind setting up another plate. I appreciate it. I'll think about it.
There you are. I was wondering where you had wandered off to. Just as my mood started to improve, it turned sour. I look behind ourselves to see Artemis walking up. Oh, okay. Benji immediately stands up and then bows.
Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well this evening.
At ease, Benji. Seriously, you needn't be that formal with me. We're all a part of the same team, after all.
Yes, sir.
He rubs the back of his head sheepishly, but the bandages catch Artemis's attention. His gaze shifts to me. Hello there, Mr. Krager. I mumble as I take another bite of food. My heavens, what happened to your arm, Benji? Despite talking to Benji, he looks at me when he asks that.
Oh, I slipped and hit my arm on the counter a few times.
I grimace at his crappy excuse. At least he's still trying to cover for me.
Do you need something, sir?
I end my sentence with a sarcastic intonation. As a matter of fact, I do. Your first assignment has been finalized. If you would be so kind as to follow me.
Sorry, Benji. I'll see you later, I guess.
Oh, okay. Good luck out there. I'm sure you'll be fine. I nod before getting up to follow Artemis out of the cafeteria. Artemis directs me to a discreet elevator at the end of the hall. Once the door opens, he speaks up. Glad to see that you two are getting along.
I'm sure you are.
If you wanted to cover his wound up, you should have given him a proper excuse yourself. That was a pain. That was painful.
Don't have to tell me twice. I panicked.
Don't make a habit of attacking your roommate. There's only so much I can do to protect you.
Surprised you would even go to the trouble of doing that.
I don't fuck around when it comes to furthering our goals. I hope you'll remember that in the future.
We'll see.
Oh, that looks a little loud in the levels. I'll, turn that down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Watching the elevator screen above the door, I noticed just how far underground we've gone.
Where are we going?
Dario wants you to try your hand at taking care of someone in the sub-levels. I'm not sure if it's a sick joke or not.
I'm not much of a caretaker.
That's what I said. However, he was advised that you have a unique insight and would be perfect for the job.
What the hell?
That's all the information I have. Even I don't know what the man is thinking half the time. We're here. Keep your voice down. She might be asleep.
Whatever.
Good boy. I wrinkle my snout as I make our way down the corridor. It's really warm down here.
Wait, when you said caretaker, you mean like...
Artemis stops us in front of a pair of imposing doors. Yes, you're going to take care of someone on shifts with the other assigned employees. You will not be notified ahead of time when it's your turn, and you are not to tell her anything you wouldn't tell someone like Benji. Artemis enters the complicated code into a number pad. The door opens soon and after he finishes. It almost feels as though steam? Yes, steam is pouring out of the room. It's so hot. I expect to see a person trapped in a test tube or something, and what I'm met with is more jarring. It's an extremely well-furnished room, a bedroom. There's someone in an electric wheelchair on the left side of the room. It looks like they're watering plants. She notices us at the door, stopping what she's doing to look at us. Soon after, she grimaces, going back to watering her plants. If I had known you were coming, I would have pretended to be asleep again. Nice to see you too, Subject 02. Well, what do you want this time? I'm busy. Temperamental as always. Artemis gestures to me in order to grab her attention. I just want to introduce you to one of our new recruits. He'll be taking care of you from time to time. His name is Lance Krager. I do hope you two can get along. I see you're passing off your work to someone else, yet again. Cut me some slack. I'm a busy man. Speaking of, I really must be going. When you want to leave, Lance, just head back the way we came. With your credentials, the lift will take you back to the ground floor. Toodles. And just like that, the weasel leaves me alone with this woman with no context whatsoever. If you have no business, you can be on your way. I'll be fine.
I initially don't know what my business is. I literally don't know what my business is. What am I supposed to even do?
Don't ask me. I'm usually asleep when y'all come down here.
Why is it so hot in here?
For my plants, obviously. They need a good amount of humidity. I start to walk around the room to get a better look at everything. There's bookshelves on the right side of the room. All of the books look ancient. A good-sized bed sits at the back corners, covered in stuffed animals. It looks like no one's used it in a while. I thought Artemis had bad manners. Why are you just walking around a girl's room without permission?
Sorry, I just, haven't seen stuff like this before is all.
I'm not surprised. It took them a while to find this, even this much.
Them?
The higher-ups of your godforsaken organization.
Hey, it's not my organization. I'm not exactly happy to be working here.
The woman stops watering her plants and then looks me over. Her hair immediately catches my attention. It's completely white. I can't tell how old she is, but she reminds me a lot of Cyrus. They tricked you too?
More or less. Just doing what I can to survive.
How noble of you.
No, nothing noble about me.
At least you're honest.
Don't get used to it.
The woman laughs at that, not in a mocking way, but a genuine laugh. It's been a while since they've sensed someone who's somewhat tolerable down here.
The bar must be in hell if that's the case.
That makes sense. We're only a couple of floors above hell, after all. Now it's my turn to smirk.
What are you in for, anyway?
Oh no, not going to tell you that on a first date.
Gross.
The woman sets her watering can down and then uses her electric wheelchair to cross the room to me. At the distance, I can see the many cables attached to the back of her chair. Are they connected to her? I'll make things easy for you, at least. I'm not allowed to leave, but I can ask for things to entertain me while I'm stuck here.
You want me to run an errand for you?
More or less. Being trapped in a room for as long as I have can make you go crazy. It's why I sleep a lot.
How long has it been?
Not on a first date. I don't want to get you in trouble either.
I'm in loads of it already. I'm sure I can manage.
She chuckles again. Fearless, ain't ya?
Kind of have to be.
I check my Axiom. It's a little past 3 in the afternoon.
I was going to try and go shopping before they give me a mission that takes me off base. Anything you need.
The woman claps her hands in excitement. Oh, okay. I've been, thinking about a new name for a while. It's been far too long. Lilith is a cool name and all, but doesn't fit me, I think.
What?
In that case, feel free to call me Vivian. It's nice to meet you, Lance Kragger.
Likewise, I guess.
Okay. What? What the? Wait, I clicked the button, so it's like, was there a text box or anything? Okay, this woman's a little older than I, thought. But okay, we'll fix that next time, probably. But alright, that's the end of the build. That was a nice chapter. I really like Benji. Oh my god. I like these I like the Lance side of the story a lot more. Mainly because I like Artemis a lot. And now we have Benji. We got 2 good boys. I'm a bad person. It's fine. I understand. But okay. I guess, yes. Credits still good. All of y'all doing good job. I am the happy while playing this. Well. Oh, was this here before? That's neat. Cool. What? These credits are getting longer, aren't they? And I'm a person that's like, no, I have to show the whole credits, right? It's the polite thing to do. It's kind of like how when I watch a movie in theaters, I sit through the credits because I think that's polite. And I'm always like the last person sitting in the theater, and the workers are always off to the side, clearly waiting for me to leave before they start sweeping, and I'm just like, yo, whoops. Yup. I'm just here. It's here to read the credits. What normal people do. But alright, everyone. I'll see you around.